Hey you guys, how's it going? It's StarcraftCove here with the finals for MLG Dallas. Well, right now it's just a, what is that, a Viking or a medevac? I don't know, it's something. It's just a Terran shuttle heading towards Metalopolis, I believe. I think that's the loading screen for Metalopolis. Wow, this game is loading forever right now. Sorry. Hey, this is a good replay so far, right? Anyway, this is going to be the first video of the finals of MLG Dallas. It's going to be between Liquid Jinro and TTOne. I didn't really do that research like I said I was going to about TTOne, so I still don't really know anything about him other than the fact that I noticed during the replays that he is a total APM spammer. He's already up to 220, 240, okay, 250, yeah. So he's doing alright. But for those of you who were paying attention for the other games that I was casting from MLG Dallas, I did try to choose the games that I was casting with kind of like a bit of a storyline. The players are kind of complaining about a little bit of lag, but they're not actually looks like they're not actually gonna pause the game to do anything about it, because this is the finals, and I think they'd have to do a ref call for any sort of game pausing or whatever. But it sucks that there's lag at a MLG finals, but that happens, whatever. But yeah, so I chose for round 3, those were some of the games I casted between Liquid Nazgul versus Idra. Idra went out in round 3 versus Liquid Nazgul. And thanks for one of my subscribers for commenting and letting me know that Liquid Nazgul is actually the founder of Team Liquid, so that's definitely an interesting fact. I kind of spaced on that. I do believe I have heard that somewhere previously, but I just wasn't really paying enough attention to make the connection during that game. But yeah, so Liquid Nazgul knocked out Idra in round 3. Then it moved on to Pain User versus Nazgul, which was the second round that I casted. And Pain User was able to beat Nazgul. Nazgul did stick with his Blink Stalker and Proxy Gateway early strategy. He really just kind of stuck with those two strategies, so I wasn't that impressed with Liquid Nazgul's play. I know that he's been around forever, and you know, I knew that even before the guy reminded me that he was the founder of Team Liquid, but I just wasn't impressed with his play for that game. So this Marine's going to be trying to snipe at this this probe for the start of this, and he's going to do some really sweet jukes to be able to get out of there. Look at him go, look at him go, oh my god. Well, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, so Pain User, who was actually the person who I was rooting for that game, just because I've been a fan of Pain Users ever since some of those games were casted by HD originally from Pain User, because as I mentioned in those games that HD and Pain User are friends IRL in real life. Hell yeah, internet lingo. I'm gonna shut up about that now. But anyway, so yeah, I was rooting for Pain User, and he was able to take down Liquid Nazgul. And then moved on to Pain User versus Liquid Tyler, probably better known as Noni or Noonie. Noni is the real name for it, but Nooney's Husky's little pet name for him. And I kind of like Noonie. Noonie's a good name for him. But Noni was really well known, especially in the beta, for doing just kind of crazy Phoenix play just early on, you know, especially against Phoenix play was a large part of his Protoss versus Zerg build. So he kind of went dark there for a while. Nobody really saw much from Liquid Tyler between beta and more recently when he switched his name from Liquid, or from shit guys, sorry, I'm totally spacing on this. I can't really talk and click on things at the same time apparently. I'm a terrible multitasker. But look at that, there's a freaking factory in his base. Look at that, scout, 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 scout. Pretty sweet. Anyway, so yeah, Pain User was able to take out Liquid Tyler, like I mentioned. And so that was 2 Liquid kills for Pain User in a row. So, you know, the storyline that I was trying to establish with the MLG games that I was casting, I didn't actually get around to casting Pain User versus Liquid Tyler, because I believe Husky or HD cast that, and I just, you know, I knew that it would be kind of embarrassing to follow up one of those replays with an attempt to cast the commentary for that. So I just didn't even try. But Pain User was able to beat Liquid Tyler. So then it moved on to round 6 with Pain User versus Liquid Jinro. And Liquid Jinro, sorry, I probably should have warned you guys, there's a crap ton of spoilers if you have not been paying attention to MLG Dallas, which was actually over as of a week ago. But spoilers, just in case you're still not wanting to learn the results of that. But Pain User he was finally defeated by Liquid Jinro, so an epic storyline of I don't know, revenge and vengeance from Liquid Jinro versus Pain User, because Liquid Jinro is finally able to avenge his fallen Liquid teammates, Liquid Tyler and Liquid Nazgul. So Liquid Jinro, that was a Terran versus Terran game, set of 3 games actually, for round 6, which was, I believe, either the semifinals or the rounds directly before the semifinals. I'm not sure where where round 6 exactly was placed, but so that was that very dramatic part of that storyline. And you know, I was planning on casting those games to finish out the storyline, but it was just kind of a lame set of games. I watched those replays, and you know, it was Terran versus Terran, and it was just every single game was just who had more tanks and who had more Vikings to be able to get the sight on the tanks. So, you know, pretty much how tanks often, or how Terran versus Terran often turns out. So I just didn't think that those ones were really worth casting. But Liquid Jinro did come out ahead of those, and then Liquid did come out ahead and actually won the MLG Dallas. So congrats to Liquid Jinro. Definitely good play from him. And from Liquid Jinro now, he's coming in with his Banshee. He's already got 1 kill. Only took 1 shot of damage, but he's going to be able to hang out back here. This is a really good spot for Banshees too. He did get a 2nd kill, took a couple more hits, took another 3 hits from those Stalkers. But I mean, Liquid Jinro, he probably just scouted that Colossus. He's getting plenty of scouting information as well as a couple kills off from this. And this factory is just hanging out over here by this. This is a pretty common place for hidden tech to be laid down, although you can probably already see it from that pylon, so no big surprise there. I mean, yeah, TTOne already, he knows that factory's just been hanging out in his base for quite a while now. But anyway, I should probably start talking about this game. Fairly common standard build so far, except Liquid Jinro here has a Raven out, and this is actually a pretty common play from Liquid Jinro that I've seen. He's actually, I just watched a couple interview videos from Artosis on Artosis's channel from Season 3 GSL. It's Global Starcraft League in South Korea. So a bunch of foreigners there that are playing this year, or that are playing this season, I should say, because I think they have a new GSL, a new round of GSL every single month, which is incredible, since I think that prize pool was like, came out to like $85,000 or something for first place, which is ridiculous for StarCraft 1, especially, or for StarCraft, especially because that's, you know, on a monthly basis, which is just crazy. But anyway, Liquid Jinro in here, he really does like to likes to employ this Banshee harass really effectively. So he is going to be just about taking out that pylon, and he is hanging out over here with his factory. So scouting, you know, that serves a couple purposes. It allows him to prevent a 2nd expansion, so the 3rd Nexus from TT1, and at the same time it also allows him to prevent when exactly TT1 is wanting to take that 3rd Nexus, that 2nd expansion there. So a couple purposes there, and now Liquid Jinro, he really does like this combination of Air Force and Marine Marauder Infantry Ball. So it's something that you don't really see that often. It is starting to be a bit more common with, especially with Thor Banshee play, which is a really solid, and especially against Terran versus Protoss, I think is a really solid strategy. and you are starting to see that a lot more in the late game. So pretty cool build, I think. And especially if you can, I mean, these Banshees just do a ridiculous amount of damage. You know, he was just in TTOne's base the whole time up here, and now he's going to come up here and actually, oh man, these three Colossi, Colossi's kind of my pet name for him, but these 3 Colossus and all of these Zealots had no Stalker support just because these Banshees were constantly harassing up here. And this is going to be really, really one-sided. He was able to take out those Banshees so quickly with that combination of those Vikings and those Banshees. And now this is just, I mean, he's still got almost all of his infantry down here on the ground. And look at that split between the resources lost. That is just crazy. That's 4,000 mineral difference for units lost. And so Liquid Jinro is really just able to catch him completely out of place with his Stalkers, with his air support. So pretty deftly handled game right there, and Liquid Jinro just one solid push coming in with his awesome combination of infantry on the ground and Vikings and Banshees and even a couple of Ravens in the air. So pretty good game from Liquid Jinro. This is going to be a set of 5 games, so I believe I'm going to go ahead and cast all 5 of them. So stick around for those. This has been StarcraftCove, and I am out. See you in the next one.